American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Some way to start this game. They're lining up for an onside kick. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able. No position in American sports feels the pressure or the weight on their shoulders like a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride on whether their signal caller can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the LSU Fighting Tigers, Baton Rouge and Tiger Stadium. As we'll see, the number 13 team in the country, the Florida Gators, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the LSU Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. The Gators will kick it away to start us off. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Oh, and now the ball has been knocked free. And this fumble will squirt out of bounds. And you could just feel a collective sigh of relief when that ball rolled out of bounds.
Yeah, that defense, they looked excited. You see all those bodies trying to run over and jump on that football? That offense is very lucky that thing trickled out of bounds.
offense bringing in the big boys, heavy personnel. They'll try the run. Gets the nose of the ball to the 25, give him 1. In a competitive conference like the SEC, you just can't afford to start 0-1 if you want to chase a championship. Really important to get off to a good start.
No doubt, in the SEC, you've got to set the tone early. It's all about creating momentum out of the gate. Both of these teams had this game circled all offseason, David. They know what's riding on the line.
There's so much riding on the line. Who gets to Atlanta down the road? Bragging rights, recruiting rights, all this stuff. Once you get in conference play, it means a lot every single week.
Somebody needs to make a play here. It's 3rd and long from the 26. Motion from the wideout. Might be calling a hot route. Looking to pass. It's Nussmeier. Throws to the wideout. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
They'll see if they can find some running room on the right here. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. This is the kind of game, a top 25 matchup in the early season, that you look for when you're trying to build your resume.
Yeah, these are so fun because as a player you kind of get bored if you don't get challenged, but when you got an early season challenge like this, all the adrenaline, all the juice, Palmer, you're ready to rock and roll.
I love this. We've had this game circled for a long time because we learn a lot in these types of games. What are these teams about? Which conferences are better? You're going to get a lot of answers today.
The quick out. They're working their way toward midfield. He's out of bounds at the 46.
Well, the offense trying to attack the perimeter of the field in the passing game. And how about the sweet feet by the receiver on that play?
Who doesn't like a little dash of the yards with their football? A little ballet moment there. Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge 3rd down coming. Off the RPO, fire right, trying to convert. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the 1st down.
KYP, know your personnel. You got those big tight ends you can work on those 3rd and shorts. You don't have to have him run way down the field. Understand how to get to the sticks, get that 1st down. Nice job.
And the Gators getting set on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Lagway. Oh, they're after him. Man, did he pay for it with that hit as he got rid of the ball.
In most instances, I would say really, really nice decision by the quarterback. But when you've got speed like this guy has, I think you'd sometimes, instead of throwing it away, would like to see him take off and see if he can go make something with his feet.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. And it'll be incomplete. This is some physical pass defense.
And that can be frustrating to watch running backs not make plays like a receiver, but they're not a receiver. And a lot of times when they have the guys around them, the focus that receivers have it doesn't exist in them. And you can tell just dropped the football, lost a little bit of focus, but I think those footsteps were close enough where he heard it.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on 3rd down. Here comes the heat. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
QBs and receivers on 3rd down, everything has to happen just a split second sooner. You're expecting pressure, the quarterback gets hit, just not on the same page with his target.
They boot it away. Probably not quite as good as he hoped as it goes out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the direct snap, it's Durham. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. When these two first met in 1937 in Baton Rouge, LSU shut out the Gators. Florida would notch the first road victory in this swampy series when they beat LSU on the Bayou in 1956.
And a lot of history between these two teams, because even when there were two divisions in the SEC, this was a constant cross-division rivalry featuring lots of NFL talent and some really dramatic games. I remember being the #1 team in the nation back in 1997, going into Baton Rouge and losing, and the fans rushing the field, tearing down the goalposts. These two teams have unbelievable fan bases and lots of talent on the field.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. He uncorks one deep. And that one's incomplete. They weren't just trying to move the chains. They were trying to move the scoreboard. Instead, it's 4th down. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. Hauls it in, looking for space. He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. On the run, it's Jackson. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Makes the grab. It's Wilson. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver. You're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
Rides the back and leaves it on the option. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Well, that play didn't stand a chance. I mean, nobody even blocked that guy, and he's able to get the tackle for loss.
The Gators will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Well, what that punt lacked in height, it made up for by being short. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. Power football with the run. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down. They've got a first down here to open the period. to the ground with the back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
It's hard to run on a defense that comes off the ball like that and runs to the football like that. Good luck. No holes anywhere.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Got a little space. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down. Coming off a season in which things really didn't go their way in conference play, and they'd love to get on a roll here this season.
Well, this is a team from a roster standpoint, though, that believes they're better on the field than they were a year ago. They've made some additions through high school recruiting, through the portal, and they think that's going to be the difference, David.
Now
there he goes! It's a seam wide open! It's a touchdown, Tigers! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
I love the execution on that play. Great blocking up front just to get the ball carrier an opportunity in the second level of the defense. And then at that point, it was make a guy miss and use the speed. That was a perfectly executed play.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 20-yard line. Pretty good job of coverage on that kick. Front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. They'll try the left side. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Scanning the field, it's Lagway. Got his man downfield. Oh, a lot of space. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. Few teams improved over the second half of last season as much as Florida. And, Jesse, the biggest reason, the play of the young quarterback, DJ Lagway.
He was just unflappable a year ago, Reese, as a true freshman. We saw that on the field, but even in my time sitting down and meeting with him, he just has a poise and a demeanor and a confidence that you don't see very often in college. This is a different type of dude, and they're expecting him to take the next level, and with that, this program carrying it on their shoulders.
He leaves it with his back. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays, but sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well, but if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he'll find enough running room to get it just short of midfield at the 49.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. Quarterback will keep it. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
He makes the tackle at the 47-yard line. That's a first down for the offense.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. To throw, it's Lagway. Got his man on the right. Terrific job getting to him. There was nowhere to go. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Catch in the middle, it's Livingston. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Hey, that's a great job executing the drag route. You just bring the big fella across the formation, wait for him to come open. Quarterback does a good job seeing him, finds him in the hole, hits him. Perfect job.
The Gators have it with a 1st and 10. They'll leave it with him. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe. 2nd and 7. Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Back to pass. Finds his man. It's Jackson. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
Ball at the 31, 3rd and short, coming defense trying to rise up. He tries to take the top off. He's got it.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
And now a chance to pull even as we get late here in the 1st half. Zings it complete to the right. He gets it in. Touchdown, Florida.
Yeah, and the passing game comes through, man, and we need more of that in the 2nd half. An extra point away from tying this football game. You trailed a little bit in the 1st half, stayed calm. If this passing game can continue to heat up, look out in the 2nd half.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. They marched 79 yards on the drive, and they capped the drive with a 4-yard touchdown pass. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. On the direct snap, it's Durham. Makes the grab over the middle. Oh, he's got some space. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, LSU!
And I just love the execution by this offense. Late in the half, man, you want to take the lead. You want to get that momentum on your side, and they do it. They finish it with the passing game. I'll tell you what, keep that passing game up, and then keep this lead, keep the momentum, and keep putting up numbers.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. We'll see what they can do on this drive that starts at the 16-yard line. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Skips away from pressure. Hit hard as he released the ball on that 1st down pass, and it never had a chance.
Man, if I'm the offensive line, I got to do a better job initially protecting my quarterback. And then once he scrambles out of that pocket, he starts to go to the left, I got to stick with the play because then he gets whacked at the end of the play. And instead of helping my quarterback up, I got to make sure I protect him a lot better moving forward.
And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. Third and long, back up inside their 20. Throws to the tight end. Another incompletion on third down.
So after that incompletion, fourth down, you've got to hold serve if you're this offense, right? Both offenses up and down the field. The opponent scored twice. You scored a touchdown on your first drive. I think you got to go for it here because right now nobody's playing defense, and this game very easily could come down to which team has the ball last.
They barely get the punt out of their own territory. It'll be marked down just outside the 45. Lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they've got. Gets the back moving. On the snap, it's Durham. And this one will be stopped for no gain. The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. To the air, it's Nussmeier. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, if this offense is going to win this game, and down the road, if they're going to reach the college football playoff and hope to win a national championship, they have got to keep this quarterback clean. He couldn't do it on that last play.
They couldn't connect on second down. Now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the back. Caught near the sticks. It's Durham. Gets it inside the 40. Brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock.
Well, it's a nice play design there. You're getting the running back involved in the pass game. Quarterback gives it to him early so he can go to work upfield and get the first down.
Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he's left with no option. He just threw it away.
Like the job by the defense there in coverage. They took every option away from the quarterback. He was outside of the pocket, nowhere to go with it, so they forced the incompletion throwaway.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Now he's going to break the pocket. And he just chucks it into the 4th row.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the right. And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't make the connection.
That defender is lucky on that play because he was beat. on that deep route. He's lucky the QB overthrew that play.
Three straight incompletions, and undaunted, they'll go for it on 4th and 10. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call.
Timeout, LSU.
Three straight misfires has left them staring at 4th and 10, but they'll try it again. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. It's incomplete, and the defense comes up with a stop.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Fires to the big fella. Found a little bit of room to operate, but he'll be stopped just short of the first down. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Fires to the middle. He can't find his man, and the clock stops with 6 seconds left.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
It's caught. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half. And in the waning seconds of the first half, they'll try to put up 3 before going to the break. This will be a 50-yard field goal attempt, and he'll have to curl it in from the right side. He boomed it through, a 50-yard field goal showing off that powerful leg. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the second half. That ball scoots through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Off play action on first down. Trying to get behind the defense. And that'll be incomplete. They tried to hit him with a big one on first down.
Well, the best thing that's happened so far in this game for this offense has been looking this guy's way and giving him a shot. He has their only touchdown in this game, so they're trying to take another shot down the field. Good job in coverage defensively. You've got to be aware of where this guy is because right now he's been their biggest playmaker.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Webb. Smacks him with the stiff arm. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going.
And that's good enough for a first down.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking downfield, it's Lagway. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Couldn't quite haul it in. They almost had their first pick here late in the game. And the Gators line up to punt it away. He's getting a lot of work. Fourth time he's punted tonight. They kick it away on fourth down. And that is just about a perfect punt as he pins them deep inside the 10-yard line. Let's see if this offense can get out of a hole as they start this drive at their own 8. The give to the back. He's loose. Really good job making a play, getting it out to the 24 and moving those chains.
Offense backed up inside their own 10-yard line. You got to give yourself some space to work, so you dial up the run play, and your offensive line delivers. Huge holes up front for that.
There he goes. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3. After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Wide receiver comes in motion. Trying to get the edge with a quick touch pass. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Let's see what call they have on 3rd and long from the 28. Looking to throw, it's Nussmeier. And he can't grab the bullet pass on 3rd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
He'll get it up to about the 44-yard line before they slam the brakes on it. They'll open this drive and snap it from the 44. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Harvey. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I like the mitts, the big fella coming in with the catch. Hey, running a little bit of a route, showing a little wiggle, getting open, throwing the football. That's going to catch a big fella.
Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
They are calling for their defense in Baton Rouge. A huge 3rd down coming up. From the gun, wants to pass. He's moving out of the pocket. He's going to take off. He's pushed out of bounds inside the 40 at the 38, and these guys are on the move.
Now on the 3rd play of the drive, 3rd down, it's the scrambling ability of this quarterback that goes and picks up the first down. He was so calm back there. He never got flustered. Nobody open, no problem. If you give this guy 1 yard to run, he's going to tuck it and take off, and that's exactly what happened there.
Gonna run it. It's Webb. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Caught over the middle. It's Sturdivant. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Wow, the quarterback knew he had to get that one to his receiver quickly on the in route. Did you see the velocity on that throw?
The Gators come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he'll pick up the first down, but he got drilled on that tackle. The Gators in the hurry up. They've marched to the red zone, and here they go. Quickly complete. Couldn't quite get it into the end zone. He goes out of bounds at the 3, but they are in business.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
And the Gators will try to put one on the board on 1st and goal. This is a designed run. Touchdown, Gators! And with that, they've got the lead here in the second half.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my call.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Gentlemen, want to jump in and let you know what's going on in this top 25 showdown. Penn State is getting taken to the cleaners today. We're talking heavy starch on a hanger, and don't let the door hit you on the way out. They're trailing by 14 to Texas Tech. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The drive starts from their own 25-yard line.
Get set, get set. Listen, listen.
Looking for room. It's Durham. Wide open spaces. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
Well, he was able to gash him on that play. You just give this guy 1 inch, one little crease. He puts his foot in the ground, and he gets north fast.
Past the first down marker and still running. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
Hey, listen, explosive plays comes in all different shapes and sizes. That time they attacked the outside to the left on the ground, and that is a momentum-shifting play.
They know they have a huge advantage there. I expect them to go right back to it.
And what do you do now if you're on defense? You got to be expecting that they're going to try and tack that side of the field, maybe in the same way, maybe on this next play right here.
Knocked down in the backfield, and boy, this guy's had a good day, but they finally get to him on that run.
Florida 17, LSU 14.
They had a chance to mull things over, and let's see how they start the final period here on 2nd down. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. And how about that play by that giant, that mountain of a man on the defensive front? They'll try to pick up a few here on 3rd down, but from here it will be a 60-yard attempt. Quarterback may change this route. To the air, it's Nussmeier. Fires to the wideout. It's picked off, and they ruined the drive with a turnover. Didn't get a ton on the return, but they've got it inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
A lot of people really excited about what this guy could do. Some were saying he could be an All-American, and he's proving them right. That's already his second interception early in this college football season. Offenses are going to figure it out. They're going to stop throwing this guy's way. You just get in trouble when you try.
This drive will start from the 19-yard line. Got the quick completion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
I mean, getting suffocated right away. How about the DB? Just seeing that initially, pulling the trigger, getting to him, get him on the ground, get the tackle for a loss.
Backed up now. Here's second and long. Wants to go up top. That's caught. It's Webb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's important in this game this offense gets the running back involved out in the perimeter in space where he can do some damage. That time they got it to him throwing the football. Picked up a couple of yards, but it gives the defense something to think about.
Better get that seismograph ready here in Death Valley. Huge third down coming. From the gun, wants to pass. Got a man. It's Wilson. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. They didn't quite get that route run deep enough to pick up the first down. Now they've got a 4th and short.
And I think everybody at home tends to yell at their television set. Why aren't you getting past the first down marker? Why did you run your route short? Defense did a good job knowing where that was. But now, 4th down, offense has to make a decision.
Now this is rolling the dice, or perhaps they've gone outside their head. They're already up. Boy, this could really backfire if they don't convert on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. Desperately wanted to keep the ball, but they did not. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They're in a precarious spot here, that lofty perch in the rankings, hanging in the balance unless they can do something to save themselves here. LSU right back to the line. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Touchdown, Tiger! And they grab the advantage, taking the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs, impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Back to pass, it's Lagway. Snagged in the middle, it's Wilson. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. They opened up this drive, getting all the way out to the 35, and now it's first down again. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Just sort of a relentless run, getting everything that was available to him, and they'll mark him down at the 40. Second down, they'll go to the air. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31.
This defense continues to do a great job of not letting a great athlete at quarterback make big plays on them. Great job pursuing him, keeping him in that cage, not letting him get out the open field because we know he can do some damage. Nice job by this defense so far.
They'll give it to the back. Look out, he's got room. Stop is made at the 35-yard line. It'll be a 4th down. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that. Not a lot on the return, but they can live with that as they've got it at the 49.
back-breaker. It's fourth down, though. Listen, you got to throw the football. You got to try to make a play. But the defense came up big in a big moment.
They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. A solid pickup there before the defense is able to make the stop. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. The Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Timeout, LSU.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down.
Jackrabbit.
He might want another play. On the move. They knock him down at the 40. It's a pickup of 5, and that will be enough for a first down.
And we talk about quarterbacks having to make quick decisions, and I think you saw it on that play. Nobody open downfield, and he just decided to take off.
2-minute timeout arrives, and this defense desperately needs to get the football back. The offense uses a timeout. They'll have a quick meeting on the sideline.
Timeout, LSU.
They'll put it in play from the 40 on 1st and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Picks up the first down. That is just the kind of run you want when you're trying to close out a game. Guys, this one's going to go down as a nice win against a ranked opponent. We didn't get the upset that many had thought we might.
No, they proved to the entire country watching this game that they are indeed the superior team. Offensively, defensively, running, throwing, whatever it is they wanted to get accomplished today in all 3 phases, David, they were better.
Yeah, and listen, at this point, I don't really care about the beauty contest. Like, your goal is to survive and advance. You played a really, really good opponent. You took care of business and continue to stay above them in the rankings, which is the only thing that matters at this point in the season.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down and 2nd and 6. Finding an escape route. Got the first down and more.
What a big-time run for this offense. A physical run, hit down, almost scoring the touchdown.
Yeah, considering how well they're running it right now, why wouldn't you just hand it off to this guy right here again?
And the defense in desperation mode, trying to hang on to give their team a chance. Looks like the offense will just take a knee. What a show both of these teams put on today. A couple of outstanding squads, hotly contested battle all the way to the very end.
Yeah, we came into this one expecting this to be a back-and-forth battle. We knew it was going to go down late into the 4th quarter. At the end of the day, the higher-ranked team, David, they were really able to lean on those playmakers and that leadership they've got in the locker room.
Yeah, and now I think even more so, you're starting to believe in them. They're battle-tested. This team just, they find a way to